Hello everyone, it's Umberto here, and today we're going to go over the Steam page of the Kindred Fates Combat Alpha Arena. This is brand new, literally just came out about 2 or 3 hours ago, and I'm making this video as quick as I can because I want to dissect this information, absorb everything we have, and see what we can make of it. So we'll do the description first and dive into the screenshots. So come join us in the first publicly playable version of Kindred Fates in our Combat Alpha Arena. You can customize your team of 4 kinfolk and face off against other players. So this is only going to be PvP. It's not the open world game that Kindred Fates will ultimately become, simply the PvP. Alright, and the system requirements are down below, so feel free to take a look at those and see if it matches up for your computer. Hopefully it does. And without further ado, let's dive into the screenshots. This is where the real exciting stuff is. Alright, so this is the first screenshot. So right away we see Smokey Stash's team of 4 kinfolk. And Smokey Stash is of course Rob. That's his avatar in the top right corner that he's chosen. And this team is called No Mercy. And it contains Kadoki, Slifer, Mekid, and Ember. So important to note, you can name your teams. Top left corner, you can edit the team name. It says double click the name below to change your team name. So that makes me think that they have team templates in another screen. So basically, you see he selected moves for his team, he selected items, he selected the kinfolk. So in the future, when he's going into a battle, he can simply choose this team and then go forward. And he can do that for other teams as well. So he doesn't have to go through the whole process over again. That's what I'm thinking. If it's not here in this iteration, I believe in maybe a future iteration they might have that, because that makes sense. Let's go over the moves, and this is going to be some speculation on my part. Alright, so let's look at the colors of all the icons. So green represents Gaia type moves, white represents null, blue air types, which is really interesting, and red fire types, and gray mecha types. So it's very interesting to see that you can mix and match. So you can lean towards one type if you would like, if you have access to that move. So for Kadoki, we see some kind of Gaia projectile attack. We see its plant attack, which we have seen a gif of. The next icon, I believe it may be some kind of shield or invulnerability. Next is a mushroom with a sleep icon, so putting the enemy to sleep, stunning them. And the last one is the tornado, which we have seen before, but it's blue, so perhaps it's now an air type move, and it's a blue tornado as well. Next, going up to Slifer, we get a slash. We do see a bite attack, which we have seen before, a bomb throw of some kind. Next is a spring, it seems like, so perhaps Slifer springs at its enemy, similar to what K-Knight did in the previous trailer. The next one is a shout of some kind, so probably an attack in a cone in front of the enemy here. Next would be Mekid, so we got some kind of slash. Next it shows a fist, and I'm guessing maybe it increases its attack for a brief period of time, or maybe it's just simply a punch of some kind. Next is a pillow with a sleep icon, so putting its enemy to sleep. Next, I believe it's a castle, so it's probably some kind of fortification, increasing the defense of Mekid. Next is a punch icon with a stun icon, so probably stunning the enemy by punching them. Good old attacks. So next up would be Ember. So we have a fireball, we have the ring of fire, which we have seen before. We have some kind of a fire circle. Next one's an explosion, I believe. That's probably the volcano attack we've seen before. So I would guess that's what that is. Next one, it's some kind of smoke icon. Not too sure what that is. And yeah, let's look at the items as well, guys. So if you look in the bottom right corner of each icon, Kadoki has a apple, perhaps giving some health to it once it gets to a certain point, similar to a berry in Pokemon. Next up, Slifer has some kind of plant with thorns on it, so perhaps similar to Rocky Helmet in Pokemon. A lot of comparisons there to make. So basically, if a kinfolk gets too close, maybe it takes some damage. Mekid has some kind of bean, I think, with a lightning symbol through it, so maybe it gets a bit faster potentially. Ember has a flower. I'm thinking maybe it negates stuns or sleep moves. So that would be my guess for this screenshot here. Second screenshot. All right, first off, I just want to say, doesn't this look beautiful? This is an absolutely beautiful screenshot, and I'm really impressed that this is only the alpha. So nowhere to go but up from here, guys. So very exciting stuff. So let's look at the information we have. First off, this is going to be the Riverside Combat Arena. So that's what this is called. And it's based on Switzerland, which it's perfect for that. So top left corner, we see Skulkin. We see a green bar indicating its health, and a blue bar, which more than likely indicates its stamina. So each move takes stamina to use, right? So that's what that bar is. We also see round 1, right? And also two circles indicating the rounds you've won. So this is best of 3, right? So you need to win twice to win the match. And just for your information also, each round is 7 minutes maximum. If you go the 7 minutes and no one wins, it is the person who is ahead in terms of health and kinfolk remaining. Okay. So next, what else do we see here? Well, first off, Light Stag, hello, it's called Gentle Gaze. So we go from one temporary name to another temporary name, it looks like. I'm just going to call Gentle Gaze Gaze. I think Gaze is pretty good. And yeah, so before we even get into the items that we see there, let's look at Skulkin for a little bit. So Skulkin has 5 moves visible. The first seems to be some kind of projectile, which it's currently using. That's why there's a red usage bar over it. And the second one, some kind of attack. It's a dark type attack. Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but so we won't go further. We've seen the bomb attack. The fourth one is clearly a poison move of some type. The fifth, honestly, I'm not sure what that is, but I think it might be some sort of blind. So basically, you blind your opponent, so perhaps like removing a lot of their vision capabilities. So like a lot of your screen will be blocked. So I'm thinking that's what that is, and actually I'm pretty sure that's what that is, but we'll wait and see. And we'll look at the items again, right? So Gentle Gaze and Ember have a mask. So what is that mask? No idea, but I think maybe it removes the name and the health and the stamina, so the enemy can't see your health and stamina. Maybe that's too strong. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much, but that could be what that is. Would be just an initial guess. Then Shovelbutt and Skulkin have a can of food. Again, I'm not sure what that is, but that's what that item is. And let's also look at Ember in the screenshot. So if we zoom in here, so first off, I love the name. So My Fern Eloise, and it's that player is number 3434. So for those who don't know, everyone's gonna have a username. You could set it on your Skymill account page, and you create a 4-digit number for yourself as an indicator. This is the same thing that Discord uses, so people can have duplicate names without running into errors. So that's what that is there. So that's pretty cool. And let's go to the next screenshot here. This is Gentle Gaze. Oh, I'm so excited to use Gaze. Okay, so this, by the way, is the Ruins arena, right? So it's much darker, it's spookier, and yeah, this, and there's going to be more objects in the way, right? So different kind of arena, not just looks, but in terms of actual gameplay, how it's going to affect the fights. So very cool there. They have the same items, not much to go off there. So the items here to look at. So all the yellow moves are, of course, light type moves. The first one, some kind of light projectile, the bomb attack. The third one, I think, is some kind of dash forward, perhaps. So light stack quickly goes forward, Can be used either to run from the opponent or to close distance. The fourth move is really interesting. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Perhaps those are a set of kinfolk lungs, is what I think of off the bat. And, lungs lend to stamina. So perhaps Light Stag, or Gentle Gaze rather, increases its stamina or regenerates its stamina with that move. And the fifth one is some kind of powerful light beam, which I believe we've seen the gif of. So that's what that is there. On to the next one here. My boy Ember lighting up the arena clearly, right? So he's got his rings of fire all over there. And let's look at his moves right here. So he's got the fireball attack, as we mentioned. We've been through all these, the first 4. The fifth one we went over, but it was a different kinfolk that had it. So again, you can give moves to different kinfolks. They can have similar moves. So this one again is a punch with a stun of some kind. And something that's clear here is that they've clearly increased the size of the fire rings. In the previous K-Knight versus Skulkin video we've seen, the rings are much smaller. These ones are pretty big. So that's something different there. And if we zoom in again, guys, you think we got all the information? No, there's more information to get. Let's zoom in right here, all the way on My Fern Eloise. And so we see Slifer. Slifer's running away because, Ember is pretty strong. I don't blame him. So Eloise is about 1/3 HP. So you see the red bar, it's about 1/3. There's also a yellow bar, right? So what could this be? I'm guessing it's the damage over time attack that was inflicted by the Ring of Fire. So basically, that yellow bar is going to decrease over a span of like 7 seconds, because we have seen that these Rings of Fire deal damage over time. I believe that's what that yellow bar is. Alright, on to the next one. And for the final screenshot here, we have Shovelbutt in the center there, along with Play, Kinfolk, Settings, and Exit Game. Kinfolk is probably where you customize your teams, and Settings, of course, is for the settings. And that is about it. I think we were pretty thorough here in going through everything that we could. It's surreal to me that we're only a few days away from playing, or at least seeing gameplay. I understand not everyone will be able to play November 30th, but hopefully the waves are as quick as possible so we can all get in and play together. Because I know for a lot of us, this is the game we were looking for, and we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Just hang on tight. So, and that's about it, guys, for this video. Usually I put a lot more prep time into my videos. This time I tried to do it more on a whim. Let me know how you guys think that went. If you like these kind of videos and want me to do more, let me know in the comments. And feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you are not subscribed, because I will be dishing out and creating a lot of Kindred Fates content. And yes, on Twitch, twitch.tv/Umberto Bjorn, I will be streaming a lot of Kindred Fates coming up. A lot. I took a lot of time off work, so you better believe I'm going to be there. So make sure to check that out. And that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.